What is up, guys? It's T. Kyle here, and I am so uncomfortable filming this video today. And I'm gonna tell you all why. We're gonna have a little story time. I have some shout outs I wanna do, and then I have a story that I'm gonna have to whisper to tell you, and you'll understand why I'm talking so low. And we're gonna chat about new intentions moving forward. I'm trying to do this all in one take, but I feel so uncomfortable. So forgive me if I'm like pausing because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you the story. But first, before we get into that, I have a couple shout outs because I went to my P.O. box the other day because I forgot I had one. And someone was like, oh, do you still have your P.O. box? And I was like, actually, I am 100% still paying for that. So it's still open. So I haven't been in like 2 months. And I went and there were some things in it. So I want to give some shout outs here. The first one is from Alicia. She sent me this Disney card. It's a holograph. I don't know if you can tell in here, but it's like 3D and it moves. And it's like diamonds. Thank you. She said that she found me through my Trisha Paytas video. So Trisha Paytas is the queen of pop. If you have not seen that video, it is one of my favorites I've ever done. So hey girl, Freaky, buy Freaky on iTunes. Next up is a card this one is from Hector. And sis, I have a question for you about this one. Because if you look here, it's not just the picture, it has like the VMA info, and then I'm not gonna show you the back because obviously it has like, well, actually no, is it just my address? It doesn't matter, it's my P.O. box, but like on the back it has all the tune-in info for the VMAs. Thursday, September 7th, 8/9 Central, the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards performances by, and has like, it lists everyone. So, I'm very curious, is this vintage? And I say vintage because 2000 is vintage. Like, or did you print this? Like, is this a real card from 2000? Because I'm shook if you sent that to me, because this is like a prized, because it is a little weathered. So I feel like this is like an actual real vintage 2000 VMAs promo card. And I'm shook. Like, this will be going in the Legends binder. Iconic. Okay. And then next up is a beautiful card from Joe. Hey sis, I already messaged you on Instagram, so, you know, but I'm giving you a shout out here. It is, can you see? Ooh, I just got dim. But I don't know if you can, I think you probably can see it. It's like a paper die cut. It's like a paper die cut door. And then there's a little key here. And it says, God bless you and your redone home. And, girl, God, I need all the blessings right now, let me tell you that. And we're gonna get into that in a second. But this is so pretty. And look at the little key, how cute. My camera keeps stopping every 2 seconds. I'm getting a new camera, by the way. Let me fix this, let's see if it's like, are you good? Okay, is she good? I think she's good. She keeps stopping on me. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna get a new camera. I went and picked one out yesterday. I'm probably gonna get it in like May, I think. But I am treating myself to a new camera. So, little red button up here. Are you good? Are you still recording? Okay. Anyway, because I was so uncomfortable when I first started press play, I forgot to say I'm sitting here with Dunkin' Donuts. Not sponsored. However, speaking of this cup, Girl Scouts, not sponsored. I did get a pump of the peanut butter cookie flavor, and it's pretty good. I also tried the Thin Mint one, just like 2 pumps is all you need. You don't need the whole thing. But I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. I mean, the Thin Mint one tastes like peppermint mocha, but it's still good. So, now we get back to it. I'm sorry guys, I'm so uncomfortable today. Like, I almost didn't film this video. But I have one more shout out, then we're gonna get to that story. Because I feel like I feel like you guys are gonna be able to tell. I already know that you're gonna be like, why is he being so awkward? But next, I wanna give a huge shout out. Thank you so much to Audrey. She sent me 3 candles from D&W Home. I think that's what it's called, DW Home. I think it's D&W, DW Home, because I've been wanting to try their candles, but I have never been able to find them in New York to like just grab one to try. And she sent me 3 and they smell so good. This one is Ocean Sapphire. Look at this black matte. Obsessed. Oh, smells so good. Also sent me Sun Bleached Denim, which is very, I can't think of it reminds me of something. It's very summery. Beautiful color blue. Love it. So excited to burn these. And then lastly, this color is gorgeous. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Bergamot Sea. And look at this, like this teal. This is my favorite color. Look, it like matches my blanket. I want like a new scent for my, you know, for my apartment, and I've been burning mahogany teakwood and I'm kind of over it. Like I was, you know, I like it, but I'm just like, I want something, you know, I want to take it to the next level, like something that's more fresh, you know? So I'm so excited to try these out. They're beautiful. Thank you so much. That was so sweet of you to send me candles. That mean, you guys know I'm like weird about my P.O. box. Like I don't like to be like showy and like I don't ask for things, you know? So just know everyone, like these shout outs that I am giving right now, just know that I was very upset yesterday for reasons that I'm about to explain to you why. And when I went to my P.O. box yesterday, this really like warmed my heart and like really made me feel so much better. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Now, all right, girl. So I'm gonna start, I'm gonna whisper through this next one, okay? So I know you'll be able to hear me because my mic is good, and we're just gonna lower it down a little bit. I'm just gonna take my tones down. So for all you watching on your TV, you might wanna turn it up a little bit. If you're watching with headphones, you'll be able to hear me. But we're just gonna keep this next little story a little lower. And then I'll give you a warning, and then we'll bring it back up to like a normal tone. You know what I'm saying? All right, bitch. Okay. My neighbor cussed me out the other night at 3 in the morning. I'm gonna give you the whole story, okay? That's why I feel so uncomfortable today, because I don't feel comfortable in my apartment. I already didn't before. Now it's like added another, you know, element to it. Okay. So the other night, I'm home, I'm watching, I don't really watch a lot of TV. You guys know I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch like Summer House and that's it. And I play Xbox, but when I play Xbox, I play with a headset. Like I've got the big headset with my little Britney mic, you know? I'm not a TV watcher. I very rarely ever watch TV. So the other night, I'm home. It's 3 in the morning. That's not late for me. You guys know, I get home from work at like 2:15, 2:30, and then I like wind down. I'll like watch YouTube, and I just like, you know, for like an hour, not even, I just wind down and I go to bed, right? That's it. During the day when I'm here, bitch, I'm quiet as a mouse. I don't do shit. I'm like, I don't stomp around. I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to bother anyone. Don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you all know, you know my last apartment, why I left. I'm not trying to bother anyone. I'm not trying to be that bitch. You know what I'm saying? It ain't me. Okay, we're good. So, it's like 3 in the morning. I'm watching a show. Now, I feel bad saying the show that I'm watching because I think I don't support this person, but I want it to be in the know of like, you know, pop culture. So bitch, I'm sitting there and I'm watching Roseanne, the first episode, right? I already didn't want to watch it because I was like, it was triggering me on a different level. That's a whole other story. So I'm watching it. They are 21-minute episodes, okay? I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm just gonna watch 21-minute episode and go to bed, right? Bitch, I'm 15 minutes into the episode, okay? 15 minutes. There's literally, I see the thing. It's like four minutes remaining or something. There was like 4 minutes in a commercial. My doorbell rings. Now, I'm watching the show. So I hear the doorbell and I think it's like part of the show because, you know, they're like people, like they were introducing new characters and they were like, you know, ringing the doorbell. So I hear the doorbell go off and I'm like, oh wow, that was like really fucking loud. Then I'm like, wait a minute. That was, because I've never like had anyone like really ring my doorbell here because I've never had people over. Well, I have, but like not, like I've like brought them here, you know what I'm saying? Like my friends have come over, like they helped me move, but like, you know, and then like like I had a delivery guy and he like knocked on the door. He didn't like, I didn't know I had a doorbell. So then it's like bing ding, bing ding, bing ding, and I'm like shook at this point. Now my heart goes deep in my, like a pit of my stomach. Scared the fuck out of me. And I don't really get spooked that easy, but this shit scared me because it's like 3:15 by this point. Now, I'm like, oh my God, there's somebody at my door. So I'm thinking in my head that it's like a grinder hookup that's gone to the wrong door. You know, that's literally the first thing I thought. I'm like, there's someone here that like is maybe drunk and they went to the wrong door, or like, I don't know what the situation is. So I'm like, okay. I know where my knife is. I know. I'm just saying. Just saying. You gotta know in your space what you gotta do in the case of an emergency, okay? That's all I'm saying. I have it. It's on my kitchen counter. So I'm like, okay, I got this. I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna stand behind the door. And if it's a situation, close the door, whatever, you know? Because like, bitch, who rings doorbells at 3 a.m? So I answer the door and it's my neighbor. This one right over here. And he's like on a 15. So like, here's a scale right here. She's here. Well, not a she, it's a dude. He's here. Now here is where my RA skills come in handy, because when I was an RA in college, you had people knocking on your door, raging, like roommate problems, you know, whatever the situation would be. That they come in, it's like so hot. And, you know, when someone comes in here, if you meet them here, then it stays here and goes, you know. But if they're here, you come at them here, they usually, you know, after a hot minute, they are like, okay, and they chill out, you know? Like they realize that they're like being ridiculous. So I answered the door and he said something along the lines of like, I know you just moved in and I don't know what kind of schedule you think you're on, but it's 3 a.m. You're really gonna be blasting your TV at 3 a.m? Bitch. I was like, I was shook. So I literally just like passively was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was that loud. I haven't heard anyone next to me before. I had no idea. I totally played super passive, super chill, you know, like didn't, whatever. I was like, I'm so sorry. I would never do that. I would never want to be a disruption to anyone. I apologize. I'll turn it off. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then I think he was shook because I came in like so chill. And then he was like, he started like, you know, he got a little flustered. and was like, oh, you know, it's okay. Like, oh, I just, you know, I just wanted to make sure that you know, like, I'm so sorry to like bug you. Like, was kind of flustered, and I was like, oh, you know, like totally like completely like didn't even give it like an ounce of like oomph. Like I literally was like so passive. And then I went to my bed and I cried. Yeah. Because I felt so, it scared the shit out of me. Like I really, like I went to my bed and I was so shaken up and I did not sleep at all. I barely, like I would doze off and I would wake up with like anxiety, like my chest pounding because I was so shaken up. And I was thinking about it and I was like, because I have knocked on someone's door before. And I was like, okay, but like one time I knocked on the girl above me's door once because there was water coming through my ceiling. It was like, I think it was like last year. There was like water pouring and I heard her up there and I was like, oh, well, she's there. Like I can, you know, it was during the day. So I like went to knock and be like, hey, like there's water coming through my ceiling. Like, is there anything going on? And then another time the girl below me came up and knocked because my air conditioner was leaking through the window sill. So she like knocked and she was like, hey, like I'm so-and-so, like blah, blah. She was like chill and like cool. And I was like, oh my God. And like, she like came in and I was like, oh my God, like, where's it coming from? And then like we opened up my thing and there was like this whole pool of water and I was like, oh my God. And so like I rigged up this like thing with like a bunch of trays and I like, you know, it was like, she was cool and not like mad. And I was like, oh my God, like, you know what I'm saying? And then the only time that I felt bad was when the whole dog thing, but that was like my landlord's fault because they told me that no one was up there and I heard all these things running around. I was like, oh my God, like, are there like rats? Are there squirrels? Like, what the fuck is that? And so I knocked thinking that like no one would be there. And surprised she was there, but like I apologized. I was like, oh my God, I am so sorry. I was like, I heard like clawing and you know, the landlord told me that no one was up there and I was just checking to just make sure, give myself a peace of mind because it sounded like something was in my walls. And she was like, oh, cool, whatever, blah, blah. But like this shook me up because it was so late. And I don't know, like I woke up the next day and I was so, like I was really, really, really upset the first night because I was scared, like it really scared me. And then yesterday I got like really mad, but then I knew that I couldn't do anything because like that's not helpful. You know what I'm saying? Like I realized that I was like, I work 10-hour shifts someday. And if I want to come home and like watch a show for 20 minutes in my apartment that I work for and pay for, I can fucking watch a show. You know what I'm saying? So it just like pissed me off that like I felt like I was bombarded, but that's that. And so now I feel completely uncomfortable here. I already felt uncomfortable and now it's like gone to the next level. And I'm like, I don't know if like me filming these chats, if like, you know, people can hear me. Like that's why I'm whispering because I'm like, I don't know if like, you know what I'm saying? Like now I just feel uncomfortable. And I also really didn't appreciate the I know you just moved in here thing because it's public record, bitch. The person only moved in last year. So you're just as new as me, bitch. So just want to put that out there. But yes, I did look it up. But yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at. And now I'm like, I feel so uncomfortable. And you guys know I already had problems sleeping and I'm having so many other things going on in other aspects of my life. And I just feel like it's sort of like all these different things. I feel like I'm losing, you know, it's like it can't win. No matter like how hard I try to be like a team player, how hard I try to be like, be quiet, how hard I try to like be respectful of other people. It's like I'm still getting like piled on, you know what I mean? And it's like affecting all different areas of my life. it bogs you down. You know what I'm saying? Like it really just, it bogs you down. And I'm trying to think if that's like the full, that's like pretty much it. I think the other thing too that like is really bothering me is like, for me, I feel like, because I've, you know, like, I heard someone was having an Oscars party and they were hooting, hollering and screaming and yelling until like midnight, you know what I'm saying? My last apartment, there were people who had parties and they would like fucking, you would hear the bass till like 2, 3 in the morning on like Friday, Saturday night. Shit fucking happens, you know what I'm saying? I think what bothered me the most was that like, I don't really watch TV ever. And this was like the one time where I like sat down to like watch something, and 15 minutes in, it was like bombarded me that late at night. So it's like, if you have the audacity to do that at 3 in the morning, I'm like, are you gonna complain every single time you hear a pin drop? You know what I mean? Like, I think for me, if I heard someone being loud at 3 in the morning one time, it would be like, I would put earplugs in and I would call it a night. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do it every night. So that's why I'm like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm still whispering because I don't feel comfortable like filming like normal. But I do want to film a favorites video later. So I think that'll be fine. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys like an update on like what's going on, or like if you had any advice for me, that would be great, because at this point it's only been 6 weeks. I've only been here for 6 weeks, and it was like I just felt like I was getting comfortable, and like now it's just, I feel like it's been completely sidelined. You know, it's just like not something that's really nice to have happen 6 weeks in, and I'm already like anxious and having anxiety, and now I'm like walking on eggshells so that I don't bother the people below me. And now I'm like whispering because I don't want to like even listen to music. I don't want to like listen to my TV. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, whatever. Well, I think I told that entire story. If you have advice, please let me know. But I'm gonna try and bring my tone back up. We're going to, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, see, I still feel uncomfortable. This fucking sucks. This is not a fun feeling. I was thinking today, and I was like, one, I wanna get it off my chest and I wanna tell the story, because I was really upset all day yesterday, because not only, I'm having problems in like every single area of my life right now. I'm facing obstacles and like hurdles and things, lack of inspiration, feeling unappreciated, feeling like a doormat that's getting steamrolled over, you know? Like one of those like Zambino machines. It's just like, or like a roller, you know? It's just like, that's kind of how I feel in like every area of my life. And because I feel that way, it's making me stressed and upset. And when I'm stressed and upset, then I don't take care of myself. And then that also is causing problems as well. So I woke up today and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna let people know this. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna do this and set new intentions. I don't wanna be bitter. I don't wanna be angry. I don't wanna like put up a fight where like I don't need to be putting up a fight. I can still make changes if I need to. Like nothing is permanent. And I need to just remember that, like nothing is permanent. I can make changes. And I really just want to focus inward, you know? And I've had so many moments like this in my life where I feel like everything is out of sync and I need to just pull it together, you know? I also want to, like in my last video where I talked about like letting things go, is getting things out there, expressing my frustrations, and then like dropping it. And also trying to find like a gratitude journal or like something where like every single day I find one thing that like I'm happy about, or one thing that I did that I'm proud of, or one thing that went well, even if it's just like something so simple. I just want to start like finding one thing and writing it down so that I can focus on that versus like focusing on all the other things that are going wrong. You know what I mean? So just like switching my focus and, you know, trying to, you know, just like stay in the positive, love and light, bitch. You know, I feel like everything's out of sync right now. Full moon, Mercury's in retrograde, everything, every aspect of my life there's something going wrong in, and I want to just like focus on like small wins, you know? So to start that off, new intentions. Yesterday, the one thing that went well yesterday was that I hit 12,000 steps on my Fitbit, which, because it's been cold and freezing and painful outside, I have not hit 12,000 steps in weeks. So I did that, and I had 2,800 calories burned. So that was a win for the past 48 hours. And then today I woke up and I feel like my skin looks better. And so I was like, okay, let's focus on something good, you know? And you guys know, like, I'm still healing because, I mean, this is gonna scar. And I've accepted that this is going to leave a scar because it was deep. But, and I'm gonna tell you guys like in my favorites video, like what I've been using. But I was like, you know what? Okay, if everything else is like fucking going wrong, let me just focus on myself. And the new product I've been using has really like helped my face and my skin a lot. I feel like aside from these marks that are healing, I feel like it looks so much better. Those are the positive things I'm gonna focus on for today and for this week. That's really all that I had to talk about today. Please let me know in the comments below, like, do you think this is just like a one-off thing? Should I be, I don't know. I really don't know what to do. I don't know if I should like, I don't know. I'm at a loss of words. I'm at a loss of whatever. Maybe it'll, you know, I guess it's good that I'm leaving for Los Angeles next week because I'm gonna be there for 10 days. So I'm literally gonna be gone and away from here for almost 2 weeks. And then the weekend after that, I'm going to a wedding. So I'm gonna be gone for some time. I wasn't necessarily excited about all the traveling just because it's so stressful. But now I am like, any excuse to get out. I almost got a hotel last night because I was just like, I can't sleep here. I was so shaken up, but you know, it'll be good. But yeah, that's all for this weekend chat. And thank you guys for watching and for following this journey. And thank you to everyone who sent me those very sweet things to my P.O. box. It really did. It was like, it was a shining, glimmering diamond light to my I was very upset yesterday. I cried like at least 80 times probably because I was just like, so I don't even know. There's just so many things going on that I can't talk about on here. But yeah, and I'm gonna film a favorites video today. So I said to myself, I was like, I just wanna keep myself busy. I don't wanna sit and stew and be like upset. So I'm gonna film a favorites video and then edit that and then get that up. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
It's Brittany, bitch. Shake your tits. Dunkin' Donuts.